Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Pimp Yo Talaria. So I can continue bringing you guys great Talaria content, installs, and more, I reached out to a couple companies to install a direct stem mount for me to review. This was their response. Well, I figured I'd bite the bullet and just buy one myself. So, today we're installing the FUNN with 2 N's RSX bike direct mount stem. To be honest, I went with this stem because 1, the quality looked good, and 2, the aesthetics. I hated the look of some of the other brands that make direct stem mounts. They looked a little bit bulky. Warp 9. So when I stumbled upon this direct stem mount, I figured it would be perfect. So what does a direct stem mount do, you may ask? Well, duh, it mounts the stem directly. But in all seriousness, instead of having the bars mounted to the stem where it can spin internally, this mounts right to the top of the fork triple tree. There's a few benefits to this. The biggest one is that you're gonna have more rigidity. So in the case that you fall or crash, you're not gonna have to worry about spinning the bars out of place. And also if you're doing a lot of off-roading, when you're hitting obstacles, rocks, tree roots, and so on, you're also not gonna have to worry about the bars spinning, which can and will happen. Okay, install time. All right guys, bringing you to step 1 of this install. I actually have a nuclear controller on this bike, which is killer. If you don't have one, you should. Firstly, I'm going to remove this controller. First, I gotta get the right size Allen key. But if you have a top cap, you'll just start by removing that. Okay, with the display off, I have a little Allen key in here that I'll just use to loosen this. Okay, with that loosened, we're then going to loosen these 2 neck bolts. Okay, this top piece will come out. Now with these loose enough, these bars should come right off of this stem. With a little elbow grease, should be able to get these things off. Now they're off, I'm just gonna kind of hang them right there. Okay, up next we have these 2 bolts, also Allen keys. Yeah, it looks like it fits this one. Whoa! That'll hold the headlight on. And we're just gonna take these off because the direct stem mount is gonna go over top of that. All right, we'll get those fully taken off. Now this comes with each of the direct mounts. It's 2 pieces, and then it comes with these 4 bolts that will actually screw the direct mounts right into these 4 holes here. Okay, so I didn't confirm, but I'm gonna assume this goes on the outside, so they should mount up just like this, because why would you see this on the outside? So I'm gonna actually keep the 1 bolt in on the other side, just to keep it steady. And we will take this one, because it faces outside. Put it right here. And there's 2 different mounting options. You can have it sit further back or further forward. I think I'm gonna go with the one that's further forward. Actually, we're gonna go with the one further back. Changed my mind. These actually come with Loctite on them already, which is a plus, so. Yeah, so you're just gonna have some resistance because of the Loctite. Always dropping. Let's get up on this, John. Alrighty guys, and this is how it looks all mounted up. So we obviously have 2 screws here, 2 screws there, and these just go over top of the stock headlight mount, which mounts on there. So if you look below, you'll see the front is raised a little bit. I don't love that, but it should still be fine. And again, these come with Loctite on them, so they should stay in place pretty well. But next up, we're just gonna get this stock clamp removed and then throw on the bars. Let's get these off. Come on, come on. You're almost there. Be free, bars, be free from the stock clamps. All right guys, stock clamps off. We're gonna take these screws out and get them mounted up to the new FUNN clamps. How fun. These also have Loctite on them, so it's gonna feel a little resistance. You're gonna feel a little resistance putting these on. All right guys, so the direct mounts are on. Now just the last step, which is finishing up this portion here, which is pretty dang simple. So let's get this knocked out. All right, so we're gonna take 4 of these pieces. These are just carbon little spacers that I got on Amazon. I'll link them below. There's a big one, another similar big one, another smaller one, and then the smallest one here. So we're just gonna slide these all on. Looks like we actually only need the big and little one, just this last little top piece. And I think we'll be golden. Yep, that's perfect. All right, good to go. Take our nuke display, throw it back on here. Okay guys, and they are on. They look sweet. Let's give you a couple cinematics of it though. So guys, there you have it. The direct stem mount is on. I would give you a test ride with my impressions, but I can't right now because of this flat front tire. So we have new tires coming next video, but I know how this is gonna feel. It's gonna feel great. I actually already have, you know, the Razor here. Remember this bike? This bike has a direct stem mount. So I know how it feels. Feels great. I love it. So this looks sweet. I'm really happy with all of the black. I think it looks great. It obviously works with a nuke display as well, and it's just gonna make the bike feel a lot better. I will say I'd probably recommend going with the furthest back like I did here because it puts the bars in a great position. It also raises them just a tiny bit, which is awesome because I like the look of the low bars, but I like the feel of higher bars, but I'm not sure if I wanna do the Luna riser bars or not. So this looks sweet. Anyways, guys, I think that'll do it for this video. Super happy with how this looks. I think it came out great. I think it's gonna feel super great, so excited to actually ride it and put it to the test here soon. But if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. But yeah, I guess otherwise, thank you for joining me on this episode of Pimpin' My Razor. No, my Razor, dude? My Talaria. Pimpin' My Talaria. That's the second time I did that. But anyways, guys, I will catch you next time.
You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside.